So Tron Ares is finally here after a decade of waiting, and I should be losing my mind right now. But instead, I'm extremely terrified. It's not just because of Jared Leto or just that Disney's been neglecting this IP. The Tron from 1982 and Legacy were integral to my love for filmmaking. And now that another one is here, I really don't know how to feel about it. But the trailer was absolutely mind-blowing. It's exactly what I would want to see if the grid merged with the real world. And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly why I'm so hyped, but also extremely apprehensive. And by the end of this video, you'll get why this movie could either revive Tron as a franchise, which always deserved more love, by the way, or ruin it for good. What's up, guys? My name's Addy. Welcome to another episode of Kaylex Encounter, and if you've been here before, hell, Kaylex. Quan's not here right now. Some alien showed up in Chicago and is trying to destroy it, so Quan's over there trying to fight that. He'll be back soon. In the meantime, Tron Ares. Right now is the perfect time for me to preface this video by saying, nobody else has this, and I'm super excited about this. I don't even own a vinyl player. I absolutely love Tron. The way that I found this vinyl is its own set of lore to begin with. I literally hunted for this vinyl. You could easily just order it online, right? But I was like, no, I have to. Every time I found a record store, I would go in and I would specifically look for this. And guess what? One day, I'm randomly in Texas just chilling, and Tron was sitting right there. I had to buy it. I had to buy it. I've pretty much loved Tron since I was a teenager. And this is the ironic part. Back when Tron Legacy first came out, I felt the exact same way that I feel today. I didn't want to watch it. I was like, it's a Disney project. How much do I really care about it? But one thing I always loved about Tron in the advertisements and the short film that dropped was the design of the world. I really don't know what took me so long to watch Tron when it first came out. When I finally saw Tron, I think I was like 13 or 14. My mind was blown. And this was also the beginning of my love for filmmaking. So it's like I was obsessed with this world. I want to show you guys something. I wanted to make like my own Tron fan film, and I was trying to figure out how to make the costume designs. That's how I learned how to solder things, and I promise we're gonna get into the trailer. Now you're probably wondering why I'm ripping this up. In trying to make a Tron film, I realized it was going to be really hard to get a whole bunch of costumes and fit them with LED lights. So instead, I learned a technique with chroma keying where I could throw blue tape or green tape on me. This is like a 2-second Tron costume. Oh man, this editing time is gonna freaking suck. Let me avoid shadows so that it's an easy key. And the way that this works is that you select the specific color and you do what's called a key. That's how you do green screen stuff. But once you select the key, it creates a matte. When you have the matte, you add a glow to it, and voila, you have a Tron costume. But anyways, seeing Tron Ares got me hyped. So one of the coolest things to me with this trailer was that the worlds seemed to be colliding. And with the title being Tron Ares, I'm assuming that the grid is bringing war to regular Earth. It's almost like the movie Pixels. I don't know why that's the first thing that comes to mind. And it's weird because I think I saw Sam Flynn. I don't know why my voice did all that. Sam Flynn? I think I saw Sam Flynn, but I also am wondering where is Korra, because from what I remember about Tron Legacy was that Korra was able to escape into the real world with Sam. So Jeff Bridges seems to also be attached to this, so I'm wondering how they're going to play a role in this. I think one of the most badass scenes, and of course they started the trailer with this, was the light bike splitting the cop car in half. Listen, one thing I know for sure that's gonna be fire is the visual effects. And see, here's the thing. I know a lot of other Tron fans share this same feeling that I'm having, where it's like, we've been waiting for so long. We're super excited for this film, like beyond excited, but at the same time, we don't want to get too excited. And the reason why is because it's like, it's been such a long time. Jared Leto is attached. And it's like, I'm not saying Jared Leto is going to be the reason why it flops. Jared Leto's been in some really good movies, but I'm just saying that recently, it feels like Jared Leto's just been attaching himself to like whatever. But I think this trailer serves as the perfect teaser trailer. The thing that excited me the most about this is I didn't think anybody might be able to top Daft Punk when it came to the music, but I'm hearing Trent Reznor, who has made music for things like Gone Girl, most recently Challengers, and if you've listened to the music for Challengers, you know it's 100% possible to get this job done when it comes to Tron Ares. Listen, I trust it. Trent Reznor on the track. I can't say Trent Reznor because it's his band, right? 9 Inch Nails. I'm excited. Yo, that ending music, like when I heard the music, the build up, I'm like, all right, we're good to go. I trust it. Let's do this. Oh, the music. The music. Okay. In order for me to like be honest, like this is the most sincere you might hear anybody be about Tron Legacy. I think the reason why I'm not so excited is because Tron Legacy already has a baseline, and something that I feel like really pushed Tron Legacy to the next level was the music itself. This is the part that kind of calms me down a little bit when I feel a little bit anxious about Tron Ares. If we're being very honest about Tron Legacy, the reason why I love Tron Legacy is not the type of movie that has the greatest story in the world. The character development is not the best thing in the world. I think the pacing is even off a little bit, and that's something we'll get into a little bit later, the reason why I think all of that took place. But the music, the world building, the architecture, all of that was absolutely mind-blowing. And in 2010, at the time, that was the largest film budget that Disney had ever allocated towards a movie. Isn't that insane to think about? And then the irony is that a few years later, Maleficent comes out, and that became the highest budget Disney movie. All of that's going to be important for later on in this video. You gotta peel the layers back and understand why the love was there. That was an innovation in visual effects. It was stunning. Just like in 1982, somehow they managed to bring us into the world of the grid and fully immerse us. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it at the time. But from all of that, there's still a soft spot in my heart for Tron, and it's always gonna be there. I think it's one of my, it's up there as my top 10 most influential films for me. When you look at Tron Ares, even though I am very afraid of it, it parallels how Tron Legacy was made. So Tron Legacy is currently going to be directed by Joachim Ronning. And if we look at his filmography, he's done Maleficent, the one from 2019. Remember I said this is gonna play in later. The Pirates of the Caribbean movie from 2017. And most recently, he did that Daisy Ridley swimming movie. So my main concern with this is that those movies were just movie, right? And Joachim Ronning, to me, just has a solid relationship with Disney, and I think that's why he was hired for the job. And so my fear is that he was just work for hire. They just placed him there. He's not there to really do anything groundbreaking. It's just to expand upon the lore of what Tron Legacy did. It's a little effed up, but don't worry, I'm also going to defend him a little bit. All he has to do is just not F up and not break things too much. And I don't think there is much to break. He did a good job by getting 9 Inch Nails on the music. I'm already sold on that. From what I've seen from the trailer, the visual effects look absolutely stunning. So I guess him coming into the real world is a great way to kind of step away from trying to break whatever beauty was done in the grid. But here's the thing I don't think a lot of people remember / know about. Joseph Krasinski is the director of Tron Legacy, and he's also the director of Top Gun Maverick and the movie Oblivion. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really care for the movie Oblivion. Every time I've tried to watch that movie, I've fallen asleep. I think that pacing is dog shit. Now, let's go into Tron Legacy. I think that if this was 2009 and Tron Legacy, I think we would have been having the same conversation, because if you look at the work that Joseph Krasinski has done before Tron Legacy, it was all commercial work. every single project he did was commercial work until he did that short film for Disney showing Tron Legacy, which was badass, by the way. And so if we really think about it, let's look at Ryan Coogler. Before he got the movie for Black Panther, Ryan Coogler had to cut his teeth with Fruitvale Station, which was a very modest budget, and then went on to direct Black Panther. I use that because that's also a Disney project, but Joseph Krasinski came out of the gate swinging with a huge budget movie. If this was this year, we would have been freaking out. I remember when we were talking about Shamina Bidchenoy doing the next Star Wars movie, a big concern was that, well, she's a documentary filmmaker that's only done lower budget stuff. We would have literally been complaining about Joseph Krasinski. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm holding out hope for this. The ironic part is that we got a director that did the sequel to Maleficent. So it's like, it seems like this guy comes in for Disney to do sequels, and for that reason, I just don't know how much direction we're going to be getting from him when it comes to Tron Ares. I say all that to say I'm very passionate about Tron Ares, and I really want it to do well. I could understand why us as Tron fans, we would be terrified, but at the same time, I think we should continue holding out hope. We got more trailers coming, and as more trailers come, I think I have an idea for where the story's gonna go. At some point, we're gonna drop a theory video on where Tron Ares is going. I'm so proud of this. I love Tron. I have a whole bunch of posts from the past begging for a Tron 3, and Tron 3 actually was in development back in like 2015 or something like that, and then it got scrapped. So it's like, it was also one of those things of like, don't give me hope. Disney has technically been trying, and if you're like me and you grew up liking movies like Tron and Tron Legacy, we created a curated movie recommendation list down in the link below. It's free to download, and you pay what you want, and that will help us keep the channel operating. The reason why I love this list so much is because there's no more endless scrolling. It's designed to help you stop scrolling through an infinite list of movies, and every movie is tagged with a mood. So no matter what mood you're in, you'll always find a movie that'll stop you from scrolling for an hour and then deciding, you know what, I don't want to watch a movie anymore. So look, how do you guys feel about the Tron Ares trailer? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next encounter. Peace.